Hello everyone, my name is Will. I am a music teacher. I teach voice, piano, flute, and euphonium, and this is our last week of February, which means that we need to finish up what we're working on about learning how the body works with a musician, as promised last time. Today we're going to be talking about exercise, we're going to be talking about food, we're going to be talking about rest. Three very important things. All right, so let's get started. As previously stated, we need to breathe as musicians to make sure that we are keeping up with everything that we're doing, making sure we're getting great sound, and making sure that, we can actually perform the whole concert. Besides doing breathing drills, besides just working on, okay, let's do it longer, okay. Besides doing all that, we need to actually train our body a little bit. So here is what I suggest. These are my recommendations from my personal experience. You may have a different experience, and I think that this is fair enough to say that it may be a controversial topic because there is scientific data that actually supports musicians need to exercise and train as if they are athletes. And there's also data that supports that maybe they shouldn't. So I believe you should. I feel better when I exercise personally. I think I give a better performance, and I think that I can hold notes and do more with my voice than other people can because I also run and work out and have fun. So first thing, exercise. Cardio is super duper 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 important. Cardio is important because it builds up your lungs, your lung capacity, especially if you're doing it correctly. That way, you know that you can hold notes longer. For some of us sing and dance at the same time. I haven't in a while, but I have in the past. So you need that endurance that you get from cardio. It altogether is just a very good thing to do, working your heart, breathing, all of that's fantastic. I would say, you might not want to do a huge 10-mile run the day of a performance, but doing at least 20 minutes of cardio every day will get your lungs going, and it'll help you with being able to breathe and last longer while you're breathing. Number two, exercise-wise, I would say strength training is actually important for musicians. I'm going to tell you why. Singers, maybe you can flub this out a little bit, but any instrumentalist, you have to hold your instrument up. Flutes, hold it up like this. This is kind of an awkward position and gets tiring over here. I play euphonium. It's a really big, heavy instrument that's supposed to go on your knee. Oop, can't see my knee. But I'm also very tall, so it's actually too short from my knee to my arm, so I have to hold it up, and it's very heavy. Piano players, you need to be sitting straight up, which means that lower back support needs to be nice and strong. Guitar players, if you're holding your guitar the correct way, it's not down at your crotch, you're holding it up. So that being said, you do need some small strength training. I recommend calisthenics because you don't need to buy anything to do that. So that's just doing push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks. We also do lunges, things like that. Just minor things that'll keep your muscles strong, keep you going, and build up that endurance. So we're not talking about anything super crazy. I'm not saying you need to go bench press 300 pounds and do a leg press of 500 and run 6 miles, and it's not really all that. I mean, if you want to do that, go you, but that's not what I'm saying. So just keeping up with basic health, basic exercise will help you be a better musician. So the second thing we're going to talk about today, so we did 2 points for exercise. The second point is food. So here's the thing about food. Food can be your friend and food can be your enemy, especially as a musician. So first and foremost, I always tell people you should eat to live and not live to eat. Meaning you shouldn't just eat. You should only eat when you're hungry. Obviously, I cheat that too. Who doesn't? We see the yummy donut or a piece of cake or chips or whatever your thing is, we snack on it. That's fine. But eating too much of that, again, will end up injuring your body. It makes it harder for you to breathe, harder for you to endure. It also can be a problem if you eat certain things before a concert. If your throat is really, really already kind of mucousy, having any kind of dairy product right beforehand will make it worse. In the same respect, if your throat is already dry, eating things like lemons, not that you eat lemons, but maybe drinking lemon tea or sour, something that'll break down mucus is a bad idea too. So you really got to listen to your body and eat the right things. Things you can do real quick food wise. So let's say you're gonna go perform, your throat is super duper dry. That's when you're gonna want that cup of milk. A little bit. The reason why is you want your throat to be coated enough that you're not actually hurting your actual vocal cords. Let's say your throat is super duper duper mucusy because you've been sick for 6 days. Well, we just talked about trying to not sing when we're sick, but you know, that lemon and honey tea will break down the mucus and then recoat your throat so you don't hurt yourself. So, you know, small things like that. Making sure you actually eat before a performance. You know, if you choose to not eat when you're about to do a large set, the lack of energy could actually cause you to get worse and worse and worse, and by the end of your show you may have no energy, and it's just not fun for anybody. So, you know, make sure you're eating properly and exercising. The last thing we're going to talk about is rest. So here's the fun thing about musicians. Most of us tend to perform at night. We also tend to sleep at night. So that means that you have to figure out where you can get your rest. I know for everybody it's different. I know if I get a good 6 to 7 hours, I'm okay. It depends on each person, really. You just gotta make sure that you get enough sleep so that you feel rejuvenated. If you keep pushing yourself and pushing yourself, lack of sleep can kill you, really it can. You'll forget words, you'll forget techniques, you'll sound run down, and again, yes, you may be doing everything you always do, but if you come off boring to your audience, they're not going to want to hear you again. If you come off without any energy for your band director, you may get in trouble. You may lose the tempo, you may make mistakes. Get rest. So, for your body, you need to exercise, eat the right way, and rest. And that is what you need to be the best musician you can be. Have a great day. Bye.